Today I'm going to be sanding and priming these two parts for the International Bonnet. This one is a replacement panel that, if you haven't seen, I've done a long form video on. And this panel here is like a support bracket that I actually completely forgot I had. I need to tape them off and I need to put some weld-through primer on it and some epoxy primer. I've never done this before, so I don't really know how it's going to go.
All the links to the tools and equipment used in this video are linked down below. Make sure to also like and subscribe. So I was about to panel prep and I went over to get a rag out of my bag and I thought this is quite a big rag. Then I realised it's actually a pair of trousers, and what are the chances that, first of all, that they weren't cut up, but second of all, they were actually my size, so I did the only thing that you should do, and it was to put them on. And as you can see, they fitted perfectly. They had two buttons and they also worked perfectly. The only thing was the zip was broken. But they have pockets and they fit, so I decided to wear them for the rest of this video. Ooh, beautiful. Anyway, back to it.
I thought I'd run through everything that went wrong while I primed my first ever parts. I'm not too worried about the outcome. This is just a practice bonnet before I weld and prime and everything that Audi Quattro. So first things first, I put these into an acid dip like a week ago and took them out and never actually put anything on them. So they probably started to rust again. So I don't actually know if I sanded them enough to take any rust that was still on or off, so I don't actually know if this is actually going to protect it or if it's just going to rust back. Second thing was, I have never sanded before, so I didn't know if I was doing too much or too little or what the actual purpose was. I don't see any like sanding marks. I think that's the least of my issues on these, but I don't know. Did I do a good enough job? Tell me down below. Then the next thing was taping off. So for this part here, obviously I'm going to be welding spot welds or something like that on this. I don't know if I taped enough off on the inside because obviously it's going to penetrate through, so I don't know what's going to happen there if I didn't put enough weld through primer on it. Gonna find out. I'm gonna have to remember to make sure to wear a really good mask when welding, because obviously this will a lot of fumes are going to come off it. Next, I put weld through primer, or I put epoxy on first and then weld through primer. I don't know if that's the correct way around, but obviously you've seen with the weld through primer, my can is leaking and it just went absolutely everywhere. I need to throw that can out, but to be honest, it's pretty new, so I don't want to because there's so much in it left. But overall, it's an absolute mess of thing. I also now just realised that there's actually Sharpie coming through here, so I obviously didn't sand that off, and Sharpie obviously comes through primer, so that's good to know. That corner also is just an absolute mess, but it's a practice bonnet, what can I say? So if anyone has any tips, I'm sure you have millions, and that was probably horrible to watch me doing all that, but please leave them down below. The only good thing is that they're done, and I got a new pair of trousers from it. I cannot believe these were in my rag bag, so happy days.